Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So today's video I want to go over this upgrade kit that I made for this guy. This is Transformers Legacy Laser Optimus Prime. Now I did a review of him a few weeks ago. I'll put a link to that review in the description below and in the card above if you want to check it out. Now I did have some issues with him, although I do really like this figure. And the big issue for me, well, I guess it's not really big, it's really minor issues, but it was an issue for me, and it was his gun. And you can see this little frying pan of a gun. Doesn't really strike fear into Decepticons, if you ask me. So that was one issue. And the other issue I had was the legs. They're very hollow, as you can see. Again, these weren't huge issues, but I have a 3D printer and I designed some upgrades just for this guy. So let's go over them real quickly. You get them in a bag if you're interested, because these will be available on my Etsy shop. So you get these two upper leg fillers, left and right, for the back of the legs. These two fillers for the very bottom part of the legs, left and right too. You get two halves of what becomes his gun. So there is some assembly required. You also get this little rectangle that will connect them together. So the reason why I put the gun into two pieces is because on the back you have this curved spot here or area, and when it prints in this orientation, it doesn't come out very nicely, being it is an FDM printer. So I decided to split the gun into two so that it could print in the nicest way possible and have this little thing attach them. So to attach it, it's not that hard. You take this little rectangle, now put it in sideways in one side, like so. You can see here. And then I personally like to get some super glue. And I'm using this little brush-on application. And brush it on. Staying away from the edges because you don't want the glue to ooze out, right? And you don't really need a lot of super glue. And just put them together like so. And there you go. Now you do want to let it dry before you put it on the figure, just so that there's no chance of excess glue, if it did come out, would whiten this or your figure itself. Now this is a gun I already did and it's already dry, and I did want to show you that it is Blast Effects compatible. All right, let's put the gun in Prime's hand, and there you go. A little bit more closer to the Generation 2 style of weapon that he held. You can hold the weapon with two hands. You can see there's a little 5mm peg here that you could have him hold it like so. Okay, onto the fillers. You can see they just basically peg into this little 5mm port here and push it in like so. Let's do the other side. And then the lower part of the legs, I like to flip this down to make it a little bit easier. Just push them in. Again, please note these are 3D printed, so sometimes you may have to file them down if they don't fit. And there you go. We have the fillers on the back. Now Prime's leg is a dark brown and these are printed in black, so the colors do not exactly match. But I think it does fit in very well. And there we have Laser Optimus Prime with my little upgrade kit. These will be available later this week on my Etsy shop. I got the first batch currently being made, so please do check it out. I'll have a link in the description below. Okay, let's see the upgrade kit in vehicle mode. Here's Laser Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. The fillers, they can be left in for transformation, so there's no parts forming for it. One thing that has changed though is you can no longer store the sword in the cab section of his vehicle mode. But for me personally, I prefer to store his weapons in the trailer area. So put his shield here. and his sword on this side. Now the gun can be stored in the trailer as well if you put the front peg here in the front and press it in. The trailer does close up, so you do have full weapon storage in the trailer. Well, that is it for this video. If you are interested in this kit, it will be on my Etsy store later this week. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.